Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our Eastleigh save, and it's our second season in the championship, and a lot has gone on over the pre-season, so I'll update you on all that. Before we jump into that though, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this and follow our journey to the Premier League. Today we are taking on MK Dons, who have just been promoted from League One, so it'll be a good challenge to see how good we are in regards to that. And if we have improved. Now, transfers-wise is the big one that we all want to see, don't we? So let's talk you through it. To start with, let's look at the out. So ignore what's on the left-hand side. I know you all want to see what's going on there. But there isn't much to let you know of. This was obviously at the end of last season. We had Brett McGavin leave. He wanted to go. I wasn't going to stop him. Gets his wages off. He's gone to Glentoran. And then with that, we have made some signings, but we also have loaned out Lee Kavanagh, and Mohamed Sangare has gone to Shrewsbury, a case that he didn't play enough. We got the money back effectively for him, so nothing too much to worry about. He's gone down to League 2 with Shrewsbury. Now, this is the exciting bit. You get to see all the money we've spent. We've spent a good chunk of money, basically, by cheating the system and saying we'll pay it later. So we'll see how that goes. Three, though, academy players that have come into the side. We've got Dennis Akurugu. He's come in from Chelsea. He's in our under-23s at the moment. We've also brought in Janik Horn, the German youth player, again from Chelsea. He's a centre midfielder. Peter Chukwu, a winger/striker, come in from Liverpool. He's done pretty well in pre-season. And we've also got Finlay Kinsella. He's a centre midfielder, Welshman from Man City, again in our under-23s. Just thickening up the under-23 squad. Alimami Kamara from Liverpool, another decent-looking player who can definitely develop quite nicely, hopefully. And then Moses Okong from Manchester City. He's in our first team. He's had a very good pre-season. You can see here 6 goals in 3 starts and 3 substitutions on. He played for Girona in the Spanish kind of 3rd tier, I think it is, or 4th tier or something. But I think he can do a good job for us, especially as that kind of second player. As an inverted winger, he can play as well as a striker, which will be perfect for the formations we'll be playing this season. Wayne Ramsey as well, he's come into the side, under 23s from Arsenal. Then we get to the money bits. Pedro Alacolea, is that right? Sure, let's say that. An attacking midfielder or centre midfielder, a playmaker style player, technique of 16, passing 13. He's 19 years old, 31 appearances for the under-20s in Argentina. Boca was where we got it from. He's made 1 appearance for them as well. So I think he's a very, very promising player. I think he's one of the players, the classic, go to South America and bring someone in. £3 million we spent on him. Obviously, that will be over a few years. So that's not bad, or over the season, I should say. Next one is a striker, Axel Mias, who I'm still not sure how to pronounce, so let me know. But he looks very, very good. An advanced forward, I thought we needed someone with a bit of pace. He's still quite tall, so he's 6'2", with some decent finishing dribbling. 19 years old, made 1 under-21 appearance and scored 1 goal for the Belgian national team. For the under-21 national team, I should say. He's not quite that good. He seemed to be a Sky Bet League 1 level, but I think quite easily he'll jump up to the Championship, no problem at all. He came from Antwerp, similarly to the goalkeeper we signed last season, as you can tell here, Salifu. So we've got a little bit of a connection with Antwerp, that's for sure. Henry Gonzalez was next, a centre-half who can play right-back as well. Technicals aren't fantastic, but he's only 18. He's got some nice physicals, and mentals look very nice with 17 teamwork and 16 bravery. Just what you want in a centre-half, and 12 concentration as well, which is great. And then we've got Flavio Cardenas, a Mexican, brought in from Leon. Again, another player that will be in our under-23s to start with, but I think he can develop quite nicely. Jotbiom, who we signed a while ago, but he's only just been able to join because he's just turned 18. But he's going to be in the first team this season. And then Ricardo Arango as well. He's a winger who can play left back, anywhere on the left-hand side. He's right-footed, so he will be cutting in, but I think that's perfect. Inverted winger, some good technique, some passing, dribbling, and some nice physical stats at the age of 18. Looks like a player that can definitely develop. And then we have also signed Dani Rios from Atletico Nacional, a goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper this season probably. He'll be fighting for the number 1 spot with Okonkwo, but 18 years old, looks very, very tidy. So that's our squad this season. We've still got the likes of Hudlin. He'll be sticking around as we love him. We love Hudlin at the club, so we can't let him go. Ben House as well, he's been pretty decent in pre-season, so he'll be around. Kendra Simmons is great because he can play anywhere up top, so we've kept him along for the ride as well. But like I say, a bunch of new players, so it'll be a lot of bedding in like last season. There's a lot of work to be done. A few Colombians in there. We're getting a bit more of an international flair as well, which is quite nice to see. But this is the kind of tactics we're going for. So MK Dons, a team we should hopefully beat. They've only just been promoted, but they'll be tough to beat anyway. Now, we've got the fluid counter-attack, 5-3-2. That is likely the formation we'll play most of this season. We've also got the 4-2-3-1 vertical tiki-taka, and we've got it also as a 5-2-1-2. Reason for that is I think maybe away we'll stick with this. At home we can do the 4-2-3-1, and against most of the sides we'll just play this, all of them. So the teams we think we should be able to beat, we'll swap between the vertical tiki-taka, and then the counter-attacking football will be kept for the better teams in the league, which is a lot of them. We played a lot of pre-season. We had a tour in France where we improved throughout that period. Had a couple of games in Wales as well where we won them. Had a little Brooks Cup tournament, so that was quite nice, where we smashed a few of the local sides. And then we beat Anderlecht 6-1, which I was very, very happy with, which hopefully can take us into this MK Dons game with a positive kind of outlook on things. I think what we will do is we'll start with this fluid counter-attack, just ease ourselves into the game, and then we can kind of go from there. So, with that said, how are we going to set up? I think what we'll do is we will leave Luke Dreyer in the middle. That's where he tends to be best. We've got Ramsey on one side, Rowe on the other, Amal, O'Connor and Magoma at the back, Okonkwo in goal, Alakalea, Dreyer and Smith in the middle, Mears and Ben House up top. A few injuries still, so not everyone will be available, but we've got Okong, Simmons, Gonzalez, Mendy, Elliott, Blom, and Shea Charles, who's actually come up to the first team from the under-23s after signing him from Man City. So he's been here for a couple of seasons, or a season, I think, technically. And yeah, so he's going to be in and around the squad, fighting for a spot in centre midfield, fullback. He could play a few positions again. Quite nice to use in there. But let's jump into the game, see how we can get on against MK Dons. First game of the season. Can we start off as well as we did last year? I mean, I'd be impressed if we did, because they did kind of put it in our hands. But I think we've got enough about us this year. I think the signings are good. Some young players coming in, which is exactly what we want. We want to develop players here. Now, we're improving the training facilities. That's one of the goals that I've requested, and they're happy to do. Another thing that you might have noticed, which I haven't actually mentioned, is that we're at St Mary's Stadium. So we're actually loaning the ground from Southampton because we're getting an increase in the Silver Lake. So we've got an increase in that stadium, which will be coming in 9 months. So by the end of the season, hopefully it should be done. But for this year, we will be at St Mary's. So it would be nice to be able to... What a strike. Wow. Okay, Cameron Pring... No messing about. 6 minutes in, he's just rifled one into the top right-hand corner. Lovely. That's, yeah, quite a shock, as I'm just saying how we're playing at St Mary's, which is quite cool. But there you go. 1-0 MK Dons. A bit of a shock to the boys, and hopefully they can react to that. Not the ideal start. They've obviously just been promoted, so they're going to be on a high, but I thought that's why I kind of wanted to see how the game goes, but we'll see if it carries on like this and if we have to make any changes. So corner for MK Dons, 20 minutes in, headed across the goal. It's cleared off the line by Kane Ramsey. Poku's there now. We've got to get the press on to try and prevent the ball coming back in. Poku again on the left-hand side, looking to get the ball across the box maybe. Alakalea is there, does commit a foul, which means they get a free kick, which isn't in a great position. They are very much on top at the moment, and I think we will have to change how we're going to play. So instantly, I am just going to switch straight over to the other option. Alakalea is going to be the one to drop forward and play in that hole in the advanced playmaker role. just to hopefully be able to get a reaction out of the boys. We've changed it forward, go a bit further forward, be a bit more positive with the ball. Hopefully things can change, but it is MK Dons again coming forward. Doyle on that right-hand side. Hendry into McGee. Then it comes across to Wallace. They're keeping the ball very nicely. A long-range effort. Okonkwo makes the save, and it goes out for a corner. We have really not been in this game so far, and hopefully the change of formation will start to take hold, and or change in style of play, I should say, can take hold, and we can react to that. Magoma's header clear, which is good, and that is the end of the highlight there, but they're looking very, very good. Right, it's our free kick. Right, let's build something from here. Magoma, you're going to look long, aren't you? Yeah, there you go. Longer down the line to Ramsey. I mean, that was awful. I don't quite understand what you were trying there. Like, why? If you're playing it down there, why are you lofting it in the air for them to be able to battle for us? Why not play it into his feet if you're going to do that? I don't quite understand. I know I want you to play it short, but what is that? That's not even a good enough ball to reach him. 2-0 down at home in our new stadium. I'm going to put it down to it being the new stadium. Our first competitive game in the stadium. I mean, it's not our first game in the stadium because we played pre-season there. So it's not really an excuse. But yeah, it's not going well. Let's get to half-time and we're going to have to try and reshuffle or something. Try and make something else happen because the boys have just had an absolute mare. Okonkwo's doing his best to keep us in it, but it's been very, very, very poor. All right, so it's half time and we've changed things up. We've made 2 substitutions, Ben House and O'Connor coming off, and we're bringing on Pape Mende and Jop Blom on either side. We're going to a 4-2-3-1. We've got to be positive with it. We've got to be a bit more attacking to get back in the game, and I'm hoping this will give us that bit of an edge. Change in formation means that they have to kind of react to that. We've matched them up in the formation as well. So I'm hoping the boys can give us something. We've already got a shot, which is nice. That's one. We've matched what we did in the first half. And we're already doing better. So the change in formation seems to have worked to some extent. Let's see if it continues, which I'm hoping it will. Hopefully we can get a highlight for us. That'd be nice. And kind of prove me wrong as to I shouldn't have been so defensive with the boys and let them play a little bit more. So an MK Dons throw in as they come forward once again. The first real highlight of this second half. Ramsey does well to get hold of that. Right, here we go. Can we make something happen? A ball forward. Mayers goes up for the header but isn't able to get there, and Jones nods it down. Hendry now in the middle of the park for MK Dons, who've got a lot of the possession still. We have improved it. They were dominant. Now we've got on the ball a bit more. But it looks like they are going to be coming forward again. Pring down this left-hand side. Ramsey's going to have to try and stop the cross from coming into the box. He does manage to cut it out, but McGee is there. Again, Ramsey's gone down, but McGee again into Pring, who's going to look across to Wallace. Now Wallace looking to come forward, not quite able to create something there. Ball comes across. Magoma clears, does very, very well there, but it is just going to come straight back at us as we can't get hold of the ball. Ball's dinked through to Pring, who's going to finish. And it's 3-0. An improved second half, but not good. Still not good. Still not that great. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do. Because we've looked very good at the start of the season. We've played Anderlecht, who are a bigger side than us, and looked and dominated them. But we're coming forward now. Let's see if we can get something. Mias with a switch over to Pape Mendy, who's going to get down this right-hand side. Is he going to be able to work something here and get the ball in the box? No, it has to cut back to Ramsey, but he's got a bit of time on the ball to find Mendy again. Can he create something? Ramsey, Dreyer looks back to Ramsey. I mean, it's passes like that which are the issue. We're not... Like, I want you to play it short, but you might as well try and keep it. Mayes with the ball, though, just over the bar. Alcalcer laying it off to him there. But it's a shot. We've seen a shot, and there's a free kick here. Back post. Magoma's up for the header. Smith, not able to get it in, is bundled away from the goal and cleared. But it's so much better. So much better now. That's a couple of highlights for us, which is good to see. Can we keep it going? We are rock bottom at the moment of the division. it's only one game in, so it's nothing too much to worry about. But it would have been nice to get a win against a team that has only just been promoted. We're still predicted to come bottom of the league by a long way, so there's still a lot of room for improvements. But I think we can still do it. It's a ball through. Blom with the goal. Lovely stuff. The two wingers combining there. Pape Mendy with the ball over the top and Jock Blom getting through on goal and firing it home with his left foot. Some nice stuff. He manages to turn Alokalea into Meus, back to Mendy, whose first time ball over the top, Blom was able to get onto, and he fired it bottom right-hand corner. That's a goal. That's better. We are improving, which is good to see. 10 minutes, though, only to go. I think what we'll do is we'll look to take Meus off. We'll pop a Kong on up top. He's been decent in pre-season, so why not? He'll be our third and final substitution. See if he can make anything happen in the final 10 minutes. And the time is ticking down now. It looks like nothing else is going to happen in the game. A much improved second half. We did look better. We drew technically the second half after the formation change. So maybe we need to be a little bit more positive with the ball, and we might have got something more out of that. That would be my fault. I'll take the blame for that. So I can't blame the players too much for that one. There is a lot of new players in the squad as well. So again, we gotta allow for that as well. We've got a good few games coming up, which we'll have to see how we do. Crystal Palace will be a tough one. Fulham as well. So we'll see how it goes, and I will make sure to let you know next time we come back if anything has improved or if we're still trash. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, more experiments and more Wonder Kid Watch in the future. And I will see you in the next one.